Welcome back to Bostin British Fittle, where Maggie and I aim to bring you as many varieties of different British foods as we possibly can. Today we are doing a very old dish known as meat, collops. This minced beef meal with mushrooms and onions is seasoned with salt, pepper and nutmeg, mixed in a deep, rich beef stock type gravy. The recipe for minced collops was first written down in 1764 in the Book of English Housewifery by Elizabeth Moxon. For this menu you will need 1.5 kilograms of minced beef, 1 large onion, some mushrooms, 2 tablespoons of plain flour or corn flour, some oil or butter for frying, nutmeg, salt and pepper for seasoning, 2 OXO cubes or some gravy granules, and a little bit of lemon juice for adding later. Okay, right, we'll start with the onion. You chop that up into quite fine pieces, small pieces like this, and you get a large frying pan, or in my case, because of the amount of meat and onion, I've got a large wok. Put that on the heat and throw the onion in. So straighten this out. There we go. And you want to let that fry for a bit until it starts going a lovely golden brown. Okay, we've got them that nice golden colour. So now, just to help them along so they don't stick, I'm going to spray a bit of oil, throw in a touch of the nutmeg, some salt, and some ground pepper. Give that a quick stir around, make sure all those flavours eat into the onion. There we go. And now we add the mince. Right, you want to keep mixing this round, making sure that every bit of the mince is browned and cooked. Keep turning it, keep stirring it, keep mixing it all together. The onion, the nutmeg, the salt, the pepper, the mince. And then, once it's browned, we move on to the next stage. Okay, so the mince and the onion are browning quite nicely. As you can see, sizzling away. So I'm just going to turn down the heat on that. Now you want to take, boil your kettle up and boil half a jug of hot water. Into that you want to crumble the 2 OXO cubes or the gravy. Make sure you do crumble it in. The last thing you want to do is get any large clumps in there. If you're using gravy granules, you need to keep stirring as you're putting it in. Just crush up the last of this. Okay. So I'm going to take a spoon, stir it in like so, and we're going to add that directly to the mince. We give that a nice stir around so everything mixes in nicely. That's it, the fizzling has stopped, the water's taken over, So we are now going to add those mushrooms. Now I used half of what you saw, so it's about a dish that full. We're going to add them in, all of them. Yeah. Going to mix it around. There we go. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit so we can cook these mushrooms through, and then whilst it's nicely simmering away, I'm going to leave that simmering for about 20 minutes. And once you come back to it after 20 minutes, if there's still juices in there, it's still very much a fluid, you add the corn flour or the flour to really thicken up and make a nice good solid sort of sauce gravy thing. Oh, that's starting to sizzle nicely. Okay, this has been simmering away for about 20 minutes now, so what I'm going to do is there's still a bit of juice in there. I'm going to add corn flour, mix that in. Let's get it all out first. Doesn't want to come. There we go. I'm going to mix that round, try and thicken the sauce up a bit. I might add a bit more here and there, depending on how well it does. I want a nice, thickish, gravy type mixture. And, of course, we've got the little extra addition, lemon juice, which you can use to zhuzh it up a bit if you wish. You could also use ketchup, believe it or not, or any sort of tomato sauce. So I'm going to add a nice dollop of lemon juice, because you can get tomatoes in things like bolognese, so lemon juice is a nice change. So let's throw that in, and I'm just going to keep stirring it until we've got a nice thickish stewish type gravy, and it'll be ready to be served. Hi guys, before we go any further, please don't forget to follow, like and subscribe my YouTube channel to get updates on all the other British foods I'm going to try. And if you can think of any other British foods that I might like to try, go on to my Blue Sky account, bostinbritfittle.bluesky.social, and don't forget to also check out my Instagram page for all the British foods that I'll have tried, and you can see all the images on there. All right, thanks very much and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, I've been stirring this together now and I think it's just about done. Let's turn the heat off. It's juicy, meaty, there's mushrooms, onions, oh, that nice smell of gravyish sort of beef stock in there as well. And that is meat collops. Okay, right, so I've got a bit of the mince here with some mushroom on. The gravy and the seasoning straight away. Oh, very nice. Mushroom slips down beautifully. Got a nice taste of the onion with the mince just afterwards. Yeah, the sensations of the gravy with the seasoning hit first, and then as you eat you get a delicious meat flavouring with the mince and the mushroom together and the onion. Very nice, very simple dish. Very nice. But what does the papa think? What does the papa think? Okay, so I've isolated a bit of the beef collop, managed to take out the onion. I'm going to see what she thinks. What do you think to that, papa? What do we think? It's meaty. Oh, the tail's wagging already. It stopped because look at that. Oh yeah, munch that down. It's not really a surprise if I'm honest. The tail's going and she's loving it. Of course she is.